First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And Sermon is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. The NFC's Pro Bowl punter a year ago, Jack Fox, on to punt for the Lions. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bears take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Fields. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL. I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families will go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He's to the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Looking to throw. Montgomery. He'll buy some time right. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Touchdown! Cole Kmet, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Khalif Raymond now. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth because it tastes...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Throwing on third, Goff. Got his man, it's Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Goff. They set up the screen for Sermon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
From the 41, Goff. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up second down. Now it's Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Fields now to throw. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Raymond now on the return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
To throw again on second down. Goff. Being chased out left. And this is caught by Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Goff. Looking left sideline. Incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Akeem Hicks able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Austin Cypress on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Raymond now on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Silver. 45's the mic. 45.
On first down, it's Goff. He shakes him off. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
A big loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
Goff now looking to throw. He'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he is going to have the Lions first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Now Goff. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better. And
yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there.
Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. Santos with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Raymond now on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second down, another shot for Sermon. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
From the gun, here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Williams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. To throw is Goff. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st down, Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And they will score. Pick 6 for Bears touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Raymond now on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap for Goff. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. This, the 2nd meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. Play action. It's Goff. Fells has it, left side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for
nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. And this time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown Bears. Jimmy Graham, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bears add on. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Raymond now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Goff. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Goff. Checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's complete right side to Kmet. Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears continue to pour it on. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Bears 49, Lions 3. Cairo Santos to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Raymond now on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. Throw caught by Raymond. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Goff now looks to throw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's another Detroit Lions.
Goff now to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal. Night, sweetheart.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense. But, yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And take it right on the 30. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
3rd and long. It's Goff. Under pressure, they got him again. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Shakes off the sack. Escaping the pressure right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 64 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And the Bears
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That burst good for 20 and a first down. A give. This is Montgomery. Sheds off the tackle. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that